I am here. 18 minutes late. Not really late. How goes things and stuff? Today, I'm playing PowerWash Simulator. I didn't have a game planned, and it was on the fence between this and Soma. Oh, that's why cats are being spammed in chat. Well, say spammed, it's been slow, but you know. Because cat is meowing in game. I see. I see. Which cat is it? Huh? Squeak, is it you? Outrageous. Anyway. Hello. Hey, X4, good job on the first redeem, well done. Hey, Dragon, how you on? You doing alright? How am I? Tired. So tired. Very tired. And sick! Ooh, who could have seen that coming? Show cat. There's cat. There's other cat. There's third cat. This cat pillow. There are many cats present. Anyway. I don't need to... I don't need to give like what I did last time on PowerWash Simulator. I washed things with power. Great power. Dog car and billboard. Well, I couldn't imagine which one to do here first. I wanted to check my washer equipment, because I think I bought a new one. I sure thought about it. I didn't. Did I buy a new one? I thought I did. Maybe I just bought some upgrades for one of them. No, I definitely did, because... yeah, it was this one, the Urban X U1 I bought the upgrade for. The Prime Vista 2400. It was the one I had equipped, okay. With great power wash comes great rewash what? Rewash possibility, okay. Yes. Indeed, that is what they say. You know, verbatim. Hello, Bert. You're not new. But, hello regardless. I will do dog car. Welcome to the big time. Don't know if you remember that classic film from back in the day, Driving Me Nuts, about the car with the haunted steering wheel. Sure you do. Well, I was in it. Only a kid then, of course. But recently I got the thinking it's due of a reboot and bought not just Esther's original vintage car, but also the rights to the entire Driving Me franchise. We're starting with Driving Me Barkin', about a car that gets imbued with the consciousness of an unruly puppy. Just filmed the pivotal scene where it digs up a bone, and now we gotta get it clean for tomorrow's set piece at the dog grooming salon. Wow. Where the cat's at? There's Ulysses. I seen one of them over here. One's you. Bubbles. And where's Squeak at? Squeak's around somewhere. Squeak's always around somewhere. You can't hide from me. There you are. Right in the grass, right underneath the sprinkler, as cats love to do. And where's that freaking perv gnome at? Probably around here somewhere. You creep. Watching from a distance. There you are, you sicko. Pride a place for all to see your shame. Okay, I don't have any attachments for this one. Don't mind him, he can't bark or bite. Yeah. Suppose he could run you over, though, so be gentle with him. Lols. Just stomp on the hood. Sure it'll fine. No dents. Supposedly it's a vintage car. You know, sure it'll hold up. Don't forget to wash behind those ears, he loves that. I already did. Your joke means nothing to me, Derek Degas. It's probably Derek DeGas, I'm guessing. You know, gas pun on car, maybe. Or it could be your name. Very fortunate. And I'll tell you right now, this film's gonna break all records. But don't worry, I won't spoil it for you. If you insist. I'm just here to wash. So, Cardigan, that's the dog car's name, gets into a series of scraps. He said he won't spoil it for me. It all starts with an epic car chase involving a monster truck that looks like a cat. Yeah, I watched that one last time. We go through so many fences or something or other. I don't know, rambling on and on about nothing. Didn't even update your message board. Something about fences, I think. Hey, digs up a bone, but it's not just any bone. It's a dinosaur bone. It's the bone of an evil time traveler that got stuck in the distant past and became really angry about it. Wow. You sure this is going to be a hit movie, right? It definitely is accessible. It's not too outside of the, you know, realm of possibility. The time traveler's bone wants to get to Esther's car so it can be reunited with its consciousnness, but Cartangan just wants to gnaw away at it. Cartagnan. Why Cartagnan? What's the funny joke there? Because I don't know if that's a reference or I'm just not understanding or what. I'm missing some dirt on these here. There you go. Oh, film ends with the three cars chasing each other off the cliffs of a Power Falls. Possibly the greatest climax in cinematic history. You spoiled the whole movie for me. Now I'm not going to go buy a ticket. It's going to break a record, alright, for lowest viewership of any movie ever, because the director keeps spoiling all the plot twists. Cars are gonna be write-offs, though, so we better get that one right first time or else. Oh, you're not even trying to make a good movie, are you? It's such a cute car to be completely trashed. I mean, it's not like probably not even street legal, honestly, but maybe. Well, I don't know, there's nothing particularly outlandish about it. If you can drive the Wienermobile around, you can probably drive this thing around. Without any real issue. This tire's, like, still quite dirty somewhere. I guess it must be on the other side. Over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wow, it's so bright. I guess the trim, yeah, along the bottom must be where it's looking a bit dirty still. Potentially along the entirety of the rest of the car where I completely forgot to clean. Because somebody put a ladder in the way. Door window frame. That one. Oops, out of the way. I didn't see any dirt on that, but it said it was dirty, so I believe it. I'm not certain where this dirt's coming from. Yes, there. Oh, and the nose is a separate entity to clean. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's alive! The ladder doesn't show up, so just floating there. Man. That's what I call a silver screen service. We're on our way to the dog grooming salon. It's gonna be utter carnage. Thinking about it, maybe we should have filmed them the other way around. Oh well, live and learn. See you around probably sooner than you think. B.S. Cartagnan says woof. Lols. Well, already at the home base. How much more home could I be? Oh, I should probably get the extendo. That's what I want. Extendo nose for this power washer. There you go. That was the wrong power washer, wasn't it? Well, isn't that embarrassing? The power washer nose did I just buy? Press the wrong button. This menu's hard to navigate. What did I just buy? It's this one, right? What I just bought? Guess I didn't buy it. Did I? 1,500. Does it not have one? Am I confused? Am I crazy? I'll keep doing washer styling. That's not what I want. Maybe it doesn't. This is the one I have, right? So it's this one that I was supposed to get. This is the old one. Whoops. Oh well. Ah well. I guess you can refund stuff if you want for... I assume half price, maybe? Maybe? No, full price. Alright, whatever. Give me that. It's nearly one of the Three Musketeers. D'Artagnan? That's probably what it's referencing then. Or D'Artagnan, maybe. Dirtfinder, it appears both of us are going up in the world. I have become the new mayor of Caldera County in its entirety, while you are to wash my flagship billboard 30 feet above the interstate due south of Luber City. Inadvertently dirtied by a process that doesn't concern you, I must confess to still harbor grave concerns as to your character. But I remain committed to your sublimity as a power washer. It would be remiss of me not to exploit the talents of someone who, when it is within my power to do so. Much obliged. Jeff Jefferson the 13th. I'll wash your freaking billboard. Get vertical with the swing mount? What'd that say? Abseiling swing mount? Hello, Ulysses. What are you doing in the desert out here? It's far too dry for a kitty cat like you. You're not one of them grumpy cats. Or whatever, one of them little cats that's like the deadliest cat in history or whatever. They're just sunbathing. Squeaking bubbles. Yeah, that one tiny cat that hunts like a crazy amount to keep itself alive in the desert. I see that gnome over there. You can't hide from me. Right there. Oh, I guess this must be the... swing mount. Oh, okay. How do I... Oh, like so. Wow. I got a little swing. Oop. Really wants me to fall off. Wait, where's the billboard's front? Oh, my swing fell down. There you go. I gotta draw a face. I have a thermometer sticking out. Usually long tongue, maybe. I know we had our run-ins in the past, but I think it's time we let water pass under the bridge, or in this case, over the highway. Hopefully I don't need to clean that one spot right there. This power wash is really good. I have it on the weakest nozzle with the widest spread, and it's still cleaning all this, like, bird poo. Real good, like. Ooh, that's fast. How's the music versus power wash audio level? Good? Okay, cool. Good, good. Alright. Well, good. It's a horse. It's a bird. No, it's Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Doesn't really rhyme quite correctly if you don't pronounce it wrong. Gonna leave the sign real filthy for a while. It's a funny prank. Can I climb up this? No, it really looks like a ladder. Can I mount it on the side here? That swing ladder thing? There doesn't seem to be any other way I'd be able to get up there to do it. Except from maybe the top, but I don't think I can see down there. Certainly wouldn't be able to do it safely. Whee! Interesting. You can't do it from that side. I guess if I go over there, I'd probably be able to see most of it. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. Very strange having the ability to just float. Interesting, for sure, but strange. Why do we got a peacock here? Peacocks don't live in the deserts. I mean, feasibly, you could probably find, like, moles and dogs, maybe owls, vultures for sure, probably horses, maybe not ducks. Potentially goats, or goat adjacents. You certainly wouldn't find a peacock here. Peacocks can be kept in the desert like any other pets? I mean, maybe, but these aren't like pets. These are... It's like, well, I assumed they were like wild animals. I guess there's a cat there. They're not native to deserts. I gotta... Yeah, some parts of this letter I didn't clean off. Look at that. Who'd have thought? The individual letters need to be cleaned to perfection. Prize to be determined. Okay. It's town of the year. To be determined. Bit ambitious, but you know, I guess aim for the... Well... Stars? Aim for something, anyway. Everyone heard about this new Town of the Year competition? Muck's gonna win for surezies. 100%. What other town has a statue that fires a beam from its pineal gland into a Dharma volcano for seemingly no reason? Well, not anymore, eh, Percy? Buckingham has started as a hamlet for the dung collectors of Pumpton Stable. We've come a long way. Alright. That's one side done. They just didn't care at all about this side, apparently. I guess it's too expensive to pay for both sides of a billboard. People are still going to see it from the other direction, you know. It's across the street, maybe, but you still see it. This side would be cheaper. This is a really easy wash. And maybe it's just because my power washer is like really strong. I haven't had to switch to like soap or anything. It's been very easy stuff to clean off. There's gonna be a lot of... Well, I mean, it's the middle of a desert. It'll probably dry. But it's gonna be... There's a lot of, like, stagnant water behind this billboard. With all those, like, holes in the steel. But I suppose the metal's probably hot enough that it'll boil it away. Although honestly, I don't know about. Having not lived in like a proper desert, I don't exactly know how water would interact like within a contained space. Because there's ventilation clearly, but I imagine some of the water will get stuck in the top when it turns to steam. Maybe that'll rust away, but who knows? Certainly not me. The air is so dry that most of the time, rust takes a long time to start. Yeah. But I mean, it's possible with like, if the water's like inside the sign because of these holes, it's gonna be pooling up back and behind it a little bit. Not like a lot, obviously, but it'll pool up like in the back and then like on each of these probably, because these look like they'll probably go all the way through these struts, and then it'll just steam up this way, and then it'll get stuck up there. All right. But maybe not. I suppose they wouldn't have me coming back to power wash it, like, very often. Once will be good for the entirety of the campaign, I imagine. The mayoral campaign. That would heat up in the sun so fast, it'd vent out the holes in less than a morning. I mean, maybe. There'd always be some, like, residual water in there, or at least for a long time, I'd imagine. I mean, there's no vent up there. Like, if the water continues to rise, it's gonna be a little bit stuck in there. Or not. I don't know. I don't know much about thermodynamics. I do still wonder how I'm supposed to get all that, because I can go back there, but that's surely not going to be high enough. Maybe it will be. dare you not be clean side of billboard. What do you think of my Town of the Year initiative? Nothing like a dose of healthy competition to unite a community, wouldn't you agree? Sure, Jeff Jefferson. Whatever you say. With that much aeration and that catching the sunlight to get baked dry fast. Alright. How do I guess I'll try to use that. Oh, well, can't leap off. Okay. I guess I should just clean the rest of up here before I leave. Not hard to aim it. I didn't mean to get in the seat. You grew up in a desert or semi-desert, and you also had peacocks. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew you had peacocks. I didn't know you grew up in a desert. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, that makes sense then. I'm just going based on, like, you know, generalization. You know, knowing that peacocks don't live in deserts commonly. But I do know that they are a pet animal. So I'm not that surprised they can survive. I don't really know where peacocks grow up, or live, rather. A lot of my animal knowledge comes from Planet Zoo, and I can't remember where peacocks come from. This is very safe, I'm sure. I don't like this seat. Keeps magneting me too when I'm not prepared, and it's putting me off. Even at this range, I don't think I could hit that entire thing. I don't know what it wants me to do there. I could definitely hit some of it, probably, but certainly not all of it. Unless it lets me, like, stack these, which I doubt, yeah. Wherever's fine, I guess. Yeah. Get a fair amount of it from this angle, but dunno. Certainly not all of it. Let's go back to the top and look down. Maybe I'd have another angle if I lean over the side, because I can't put the mount up that way. I don't think. I can't climb this. It's not like an actual ladder. Oh, it is a ladder. I tried climbing it earlier, I thought. Well, that solved my problem. I need to get more centered. Sure they won't mind me power washing my feet as I'm climbing the ladder on the side of the billboard, 30 feet up in the air or whatever. Alright. They're from India and Southeast Asia, says Wikipedia, so they're good at heat. Oh, okay. I don't know why, I just thought they were from, like, France or something. They seem very French. One of the few times I'm actually kind of happy that it doesn't make me do the entire, like, rod, because it's a really hard angle to reach. Actually, it's not so bad if I get that way. Oh, I didn't realize I can close that. Got dirty handprints up here. A whole bunch of boot prints I noticed that are not me leaving them, I don't think. There's some over here too. It's a mystery. What the heck is that? What kind of birds are those supposed to be? Oh, it don't matter, I guess. Alien birds. Alright, I'll come back with the scaffold to finish up that one. Guess I gotta get the outside of that. Magnet! Ah! Oh, there's like some of it. That one's still pretty dirty for some reason. How's that? Not get the upper side? Oh yeah, it's like the outer edge. There you go. Come on, you. Be clean. I mean, this is getting clean, just not easily. Okay. How much power does a billboard use to like display these kind of lights? I guess these are less billboard and more just like industrial lights. I reckon they've gone out of their way to replace these kind of lights with LEDs or something that'll use less power, or do they just leave them how they are forever? Just suffer the increased power draw. Because I reckon you could save a lot of money for a very little time investment, just switching these bulbs out. But maybe they wouldn't be bright enough, or maybe they wouldn't like fit the housing. Something like that. The LEDs are crazy bright, so I doubt that's a problem. And I guess they can probably be adjusted to be brighter or otherwise. I don't know. Hate this thing. It's a fun concept, but it keeps catching me while I'm cleaning. No, the other one's dinged. Dung? Danged? Whatever. The other one's made a noise, so I guess I need to clean them better. Oh, I didn't even finish it, turns out. There you go. Turns out when you finish cleaning it, it tells you finished cleaning it. So I wonder if this is residual goop from the volcano erupting, or if this is Jeff Jefferson making a mess just for fun of it. You know, as a revenge. I mean, he's paying me, so it wouldn't be very good revenge. Maybe he's asserting his financial dominance by making a mess just for me to clean. By the way, Dirt Finder, I need my cat back. No, you can't have Ulysses, he's mine. Photo ops are gearing up, and of course he will be needed for my promotional tour of the county with his hat on. Really is a villain stealing Ulysses from me. I don't imagine I have the ability to say no. It's his cat. He had to flee the county, but, you know. Hasn't really shown any neglect or anything as far as I know. Why do I have Ulysses? Because the mayor went AWOL when he, got found out for, supporting this illegal drilling operation in the volcano. He ran and left Ulysses to wander around after the ancient gnome alien people warned me of the coming doom. Normal things. Nobody owns a cat. I mean, true, somewhat. I'm not allowed to put this outside. How am I supposed to reach the... I guess that'll have to do. Can't really get any better. Just leapfrog my way around. Nobody owns a cat. Well, I guess, you know, I take care of them. Maybe not, don't, you know, own them, but, you know, they live in my house and eat my food and, you know, use my litter box, so... No, you live in the cat's house. I think the cat's house is where the mayor lived. I don't even know if I have a house. I have an office. The cat lives in the office. These psychic powers sure are helpful. That's what sets me aside from the other power washers. I've got telekinesis. You ever play the game? Oh god, what is it called now? Pyrokinesis? I don't remember if it was any good. I think it was for PS2. I remember it being, like, incredibly, like, unique for the time. You were just like like that game and like Geist, I think it was called, were both like really unique games. You like controlled like psychic people. Like Geist, you were like a spirit who had to possess like people and objects to like progress through the game and solve like a mystery or something. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but it was something like that. And I think whatever pyrokinesis, whatever that the name of that game is, was just a guy who had pyrokinesis, which I thought was funny because I'd never heard the word before that. And then there was a game about it. I was like, oh, cool. Lighting people on fire. It might have been on PS3 actually, as well, because it might have. I think it came out around like, or maybe it's no. Memory's a bit foggy because I can't remember when they came out. I mean, Infamous came out like around the same time, I think, but you know, games used to be released. Not games, sorry. New consoles were released pretty quick back to back for the most part. Now they're few and far between, but originally it was, you know, only like once every couple of years, I think. But maybe memory doesn't serve. Whee! They appear to have added like an anti-slip feature, where you don't necessarily fall off the ledges quite as easily as you did. And kind of like sort of, it felt like it was like kind of holding me on. Well, maybe not. I felt like I was being held on, but it was my imagination. Anyway, I don't know if the games were any good, but I remember them being, like, unique for the time. I remember the Geist was for GameCube, I think. Is that mayor serious? You can't take Ulysses back. Does he even know how about our kittens? I didn't know Ulysses was a her. Guess the mayor didn't either. Oh, it's not uncommon to just name your cat whatever when they're babies, I guess. Although, it's always a bit odd when they're named like human names. Like socks or crackers is, you know, fairly like a gender neutral name because they're objects. But I mean, I guess maybe in English they are. I don't know. Other countries have gendered nouns, right? Oh, I didn't realize I still had the extendo nozzle on. Whoops. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, right. Wow, that'd be super hard to pick up non-gendered names in Romance languages. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like, I mean, it probably wouldn't, you could probably still manage, like, it's not like it's that weird to name animals anything. But I'm curious. There's some nouns in Romance languages that don't have genders? I don't know the naming conventions for animals in other countries, so I have no idea. But I'd be curious to learn. You're thinking more about non-binary people? Oh, well yeah, I mean that's true too, I suppose. I was just talking about cats, so I immediately assumed you were also talking about cats, but yeah. No, I suppose it'd also be a challenge. What are those birds? A challenge for that as well, yeah. They got like... I don't know, they look kind of like a statue depiction of a hawk or whatever, you know? Does that make sense? They look like that, kind of. Up in the sky. I mean, their wings are a bit further splayed, but... They certainly don't look like birds, that's all I'm saying. I don't have a zoom function on my eyeballs in this game. One of the few simulators that doesn't have trucker eyes. Yeah, it's fine. Could create a new phonetically correct sounding name that doesn't have a gender. Yeah, that makes sense. That's something you could do. Probably. Might take some effort to figure out how they would, like, you know, sound or be pronounced, but... probably worth trying out. Or maybe you could give yourself a title or something. Although I guess titles are usually gendered. Maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. I've never given any thought before. Oh, the bolts are separate entities for cleaning. Interesting. Okay. So I've clearly missed some stuff. I know I've missed the front of the sign. And maybe I missed the side of something up on top. Like there's that side beam or whatever, but I don't know. That one, yeah. Plaque. Oh, I guess it's a lot of things. Hatch surround. And hatch itself. Interesting. Apparently I didn't clean all that. Oh, I didn't clean the interior of it either. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Platform underside beam. Platform. Platform? Platform beam? Underside beam? Okay. Oops. I hate this. This like swing arm is so hard to like get used to. Because if it didn't like auto dismount me, I wouldn't mind. Because it auto dismounts, it gets a bit difficult to like control. There you go. I'm hoping this is peak cleaning. We're looking for someone to clean up our tea room over at Power Falls. You know, as much as I appreciate Harper making up a million different names for my company, you know, different catchy names, I imagine it's difficult to get the SEO you're going to need to run a business. Just keep giving different names to people. Sorry. Alright. That was weird. I didn't show the bottom bit that I did. There you go. Dirt Finder, I'm sure we're both more than happy to forget everything that's happened and forge an incredible future together side by side. Well, not side by side. I'll be in front and above. Wow. Surprised the paint's in such good condition in a desert. I mean, it sounds like it was just done, so I don't know why it got all messy. He said it was for unrelated reasons or something. Or just like whatever. I don't remember exactly his words, but it was something along the lines of don't pay attention, don't matter nothing, whatever. You know, something like that. Something along those lines. Additional titles that don't show gender usually imply some kind of honor, like a military position or a doctorate or senior clergy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of any. You just go by, like, you know, Grand Ruler or something. A lot of prestige there. Isn't it astonishing how the universe works? We just finished our annual karmic mud-flinging workshop, and we're looking at our wonderful tea room covered top to bottom when my assistant asked if it could ever be clean again. I laughed and said, of course it will, and at that exact moment a flyer for a power washing company blew into the courtyard and stuck itself to the wall. Whilst the mud made that one unreadable, it reminded me that we already had your number from Harper, who'd had a great time at our workshop. Ah. Most forums don't have that one in a drop-down. I mean, yeah, because there's only one. And it could be you. Oh, the gnome's not even hiding this time. Oh, there's more of them. No one's dancing. These ones aren't perverts, so I'll leave them be. What you looking at? Hmm? Something out there? Where's the cats? There they are. All hanging out together. Gnome can't enjoy Vista. No, just asking. I don't know. Before, they were sort of guiding you to the... You know, in the last game, they were guiding you to the temple with the help of the cats. To, you know, stop the apocalypse. But being real creepy about it the whole time, so... Figure it might be a bit out of their, you know, usual behavior to enjoy the view. Gotta be ever vigilant, you know? I don't even know what part of it's not clean. Don't know if you ever tried karmic mud flinging. It's quite amazing. First, you think of anyone who's ever wronged you, then you pick up a big dollop of mud and fling it whilst uttering what we call the expletives of forgiveness. Oh, yeah, underside of the handle makes sense. Those cats are very green today. Yeah, I noticed that too. I think it's just the shading texture, but... They are definitely green. Chairs are so far away from the table. They really are. I mean, like, you know, you sit down and you have a little... Like a tea or something. You have to lean real far forward. You know, it's good for your abs. You know, it's good core workout having to... every time, you know. You know. Also, I'm not sure they'd even be comfortable to sit in. The cushions look nice, but the actual back of the chair feels like, you know, it doesn't quite... Like, you'd have, like, the small of your back, like, just craned over this. But maybe be alright. You know, I've never sat in a chair like that, so hard to say. The gnomes are on a much-needed vacation after saving the world. Maybe. You just gotta use a long straw for your tea. A silly straw, even. Wow. Uncomfortable with school chairs. Yeah, maybe, yeah. The, Don't silly straws, or, like, straws in general, have, like, a length before they stop being usable? Because of the amount of, like, surface tension you'd have to generate or something like that? I don't... You know... Maybe I'm, like, I don't remember exactly what it is, but there's, like, a length that the straws, like, have to generate more, like, too much suction so that you wouldn't be able to, like, actually use them. Amount of vertical height, though. If we're going generally sideways, it'd be fine. You reckon? Even with, like, silly straws that are doing, like, loopies and squigglies all over the place? So I always felt like those things were hard to use at the best of times. They were fun, but, like... Never really got much out of them. Easier to just use a regular straw. Maybe that's just because it took such a long time. The loops would be little siphons. I guess so. Maybe it just takes too long to drink through them, which is why I never liked them. Maybe it wasn't that it was difficult. It just took too long to get the beverage to my mouth. I didn't have the patience for whimsy. What do you reckon this table's made out of? I thought it'd be made out of wood, because the chairs are made out of wood, but the table looks like it might be made out of marble or something. Or ceramic. And the ground looks like it's probably made out of, I mean, like brick and cement, maybe. I guess it could be a cement table. It feels a bit like it's too shiny for cement, though. Doesn't, not porous enough. I don't know. Gotta suck for ages, is this true? Yeah. Hey, Boy Scout, how you doing? Well, how to clean your car, too? Well, I just cleaned a car. I couldn't possibly clean another one. Not yet. I gotta go on cooldowns, you know? Can polish cement or concrete? Can you? Okay. I don't think that I've ever seen polished cement or concrete. Maybe I have, and I just didn't know that's what it was. You can also wax it. Okay. They got a tea house that they're actually like in here, like they're like actually here using it. They didn't invite me in for tea, which I probably wouldn't like to drink anyway. It's the invitation that's important, you know. It's the thought that counts. Even if I don't want to drink the tea, I'd still like to be invited. Here I am, power washing their tea house for $750. And they're going to give me a small tea. See how generous I decide to be in the future. Is tea a euphemism? No, it's a tea house. I don't make euphemisms that often, do I? Do euphemisms or say them, whatever. You don't get invited in to do other things. Yeah, well. I suppose you could. It's, I don't know. Imagine it'd be on offer, but it's advertised as a tea house. It's out in the middle of the woods. You know about hot coffee? Yeah, I mean, that's true, but figure hot coffee has more of a connotation, like, or more of a vibe than a I don't know. A brisk tea, you know, whatever. I don't know about like other countries, but you know, come in for a coffee is often an introduction or like a hint to continue the night. Whereas I don't imagine. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if tea is often used in the same way. I don't live in a country where that's like a normal thing, so I don't know if... Like, we have tea, but... It's not really the same. Not common, I don't think. Not as common, at least. Got all the freaking things out today. There you go. Tea with lemon. But is it a euphemism, or is it just like just a nice tea with lemon? I don't like tea, generally speaking, so if somebody invites me in for a tea, I'm gonna be like, nah. Even if they're like, you know, insinuating there's more, I'd be like, I don't want tea. But thank you, goodbye. The deal breaker is what I'm saying. I feel like these shingles aren't... Well... They aren't like laid out correctly to stop rain from being problematic, but... Until you get down to like right here, I guess it's fine. Then you got this like sort of crevice where the water will gather up. What about an ice cold coffee? I feel like that's just like... They're painted on. Well, I mean, that's true too, probably. Yeah, they are. I wonder, I don't know, would an ice cold coffee be something that like I'd definitely go in for an ice cold coffee, but like I feel like that'd be like a freaky request, you know? You know, like a hot coffee, you know, you get sort of, I mean, that's like an obvious one, but like an ice cold coffee would be like, feels like it might be sort of closer on, like on the BDSM side, you know? I feel like I wouldn't be super into that. I like iced coffee, but I don't know if I'm gonna be coming into your house and you offered me one. What do you mean? What, like, it just feels like a weird one to offer. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong? If you have a nice night out and they're like, hey, you want to come in for an iced coffee? Like, you wouldn't, it'd be a weird one, you know? I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of like a yellow flag, you know? It's not like a deal breaker exactly, but it's kind of ooh, that's kind of strange. Or maybe they're just genuinely offering you an actual coffee. That could be. Maybe they just like iced coffee. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe they are just offering an iced coffee. but also still want to continue the night. Right, maybe. I don't know. I feel like just like cold tongue wouldn't be great, you know? Like just generally cold mouth. I don't know, just in general feel like I mean it's not it's kind of fun, but like I feel like it wouldn't be like particularly like enjoyable, generally speaking. Hey Wishy, here you're down at the Tea of Tranquility today. I sure am. How's it looking? Wasn't so tranquil there yesterday, I can tell you. In fact, it got downright feisty. Yeah, I was getting that vibe when I started, like, when they started offering me hot tea. You've been sending all the wrong signals by offering people cold brew. Or right signals, who knows? Also, a hot coffee in the heat of summer would be a little strange. Euphemism is a little too obvious then. Yeah, that's true. Although, like, I don't know, a hot coffee in the middle of summer is not that bad. Like, you definitely would like a cooler one, but I mean, a soup in the summer is also like not bad. Although you can go for like a borscht with like, you know, a cooler, like a gazpacho, you know. You don't gotta go for a hot soup. I think most people probably drink their coffee hot just throughout the entire year. Inviting for lukewarm coffee would be a little strange. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like it'd be like, you know, it was a nice night, but you know, you can come in for a drink, but then you gotta head out, kind of situation. Are we talking about like actual like lukewarm coffee, which is totally fine. I quite like lukewarm coffee, honestly. What is this material meant to be? They don't have the materials anymore because they changed how soap works. Speaking of soap, I should probably use that at some point just for fun. I don't need it. I don't have any tough stains to work with here, but... Oop. Get some railings up there. I'm sure this wouldn't be slippy. Got like digital camo on the soap. Ah, see, I missed some. On the roof knob. Why are you rocking back and forth? Huh? I'm trying to clean here, you're distracting me. Gnome's immune to soap. Well, they're already pristine. They don't need to be soaped. As we all know, if something is clean, the soap doesn't stay on. It just sloughs off, right? And here, I mean, you got proof right here. Check this out. Wow. See, like real soap. So clearly that gnome is as clean as can be. I mean, you know, physically. Who knows what perverse thoughts are going through that head. The things they've seen at the tea house. Will never be the same. Very realistic soap, yeah. It's impressive that they got it so accurate. You know, it's a video game. I wouldn't have expected such realism. I mean, it is a simulator, though, after all. I was about to ask how this got so dirty, but I remembered they had the mud flinging contest or whatever, or like the mud flinging of forgiveness or whatever it was. Oh wow, this whole thing's like covered in soot. The karmic mud flinging, that's it, yeah. Whee! I mean, I'm sure it'd be like an interesting experience, but I hate getting dirty. So I don't think I'd ever enjoy it. Like, I wouldn't refuse if I was asked to join, but I certainly wouldn't appreciate it the way that some people might. Really dampen their fire. Well, I mean, they knew what they paid for, probably. I'm a power washer, not a power fireplace keeper lighter Don't look at me. Chimney sweep. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, probably. I mean, maybe. I don't know why I hadn't thought to. Oh God! Why I didn't think I'd bring along a chimney sweep for this. The gnome's sins cannot be washed away. Yes. They don't want it to be washed away either. They've embraced their sinful life of debauchery and excess. Ask them to put out their fire. Yeah, that'd be nice, right? I don't know why they didn't, like, vacate the premises. I'm just, like, sitting here stomping around on their roof. It can't be, like, a relaxing experience. Talking to myself, you know, up here on the roof. Keep switching the wrong 3 is the button. There you go. I mean, it wouldn't stop me spraying water right down the chimney, but at least, you know, then I wouldn't have to deal with the smoke. Have I considered the residents might be the gnomes? No, I hadn't. Maybe. To be fair, 90% of it was due to this huge fella from the boonies. Honestly, you should have seen him. He had a silhouette like a Sasquatch and the karmic footprint of an angry wasp. Wow. Well, good for him. I'm glad he got it out of his system, I suppose. It's always important to find a healthy venting and coping mechanism. Dandelions are back. Yeah, I think we're pretty much clean on the entire roof that I can reach from here. Yeah, okay, I gotta get down then. Can't really see that. I'm always like scared to use scissor lifts because of viscera cleanup detail. This one works correctly, so. No reason to be afraid, I suppose. I'm not gonna get my head bashed into the ceiling or launched into freaking orbit. What part of that window is still dirty? It's probably the underside, actually, thinking about it. That would make sense. What was that noise? Is that in the game? Those are big hands. Oh, that must be the big guy, right? The Sasquatch guy. Call him Big Hand instead of Bigfoot. I need the scissor lift back over here, I guess. Just for the window. Although the regular ladder might work for this. Yeah, probably. Maybe. There you go. The roof isn't done. Somehow. Oh, I see. Because there's little bits I missed. Imagine that. There you go. You hope to do a small gravity field or meteor comet in future Viscera? Get properly launched? That'd be very silly. Just like launch you out into space and you freeze. Or something like that. I don't know if they're gonna do more Viscera in the future. They haven't in, you know, the game's from like 2006 or something, I think. I haven't really looked into it, but I'd be surprised if they ever make another one. Other games that have like Viscera, like ideas and stuff would be kind of fun. They have that, like, crime scene cleaner or whatever that's, like, clearly, like, Viscera inspired. I guess this was probably Viscera inspired, too. I don't know that one for sure, but I imagine. Although maybe not. I mean, there was a whole, like, PowerWash video craze for a while, so maybe it's purely, like, independent thought. It certainly doesn't have the other telltale, like, aspects of, like, what Viscera did, where you trip over things and make messes, and also all the bodies, you know? You don't have any bodies. As far as I know, unless the game decides to take a real sudden turn. I should probably soap up this. This one's like hard to clean. I got the soap up all around the bottom of this. I don't know what I missed on that roof though. Must be a little bit of dirt just somewhere hidden away. Some like, yeah, bird poop or something. Get all the green bits. I don't need to do everything in soap, just the hard parts. harder parts. I'm sure it'll stay on as long as I need it to. You let it soak. I didn't draw a face on this one. Aw, man. It's kind of late now. I can still do it, but the time lapse would like get rid of it almost immediately at this point. Just cleaning up the spots with the soap is kind of funny. Just like pristine around the soap areas, and everywhere else is just still grimy. Just a little bit here and there, looks like. I was being pretty thorough, but if you look close, you can see like little yellow specks around that I missed. Oh, the gnomes are movable. That's weird. I thought they were immobile from the power washer. I feel like I tried to power wash some earlier, and they wouldn't move. Maybe these ones aren't sentient. Maybe they can't be moved with, or maybe they can be moved with the power washer because they don't have the ability to steady themselves when I spray them. You know. This scissor lift. I don't really need the scissor lift. I guess I could use the regular scaffold and it'd be fine, but I got this thing, so I may as well use it. Oh. I'm not close enough? Oh, I just wasn't close enough. I was like, why can't I interact with it? This little keystone isn't completing for some reason. I wonder if it's just because I have to do the entire archway. There you go, there's that. And I guess I could have probably done the soap for that as well, because that required me to up the strength of the power washer to even get it to work. They still seem to have, like, different, like, textures requiring different amounts of, like, power to clean. So it hasn't, like, completely removed the soap, like, mechanic. Just different now. There's been some work done towards Viscera Cleanup Detail 2 in the last couple of years, but nothing posted recently. No release date or anything. Yeah, maybe they're working on it then. In, like, secret, and they have other projects to work with or work on. I'd be interested to see its release eventually, but I think that there's, like, a big enough fan base for the games, they could definitely make some money. I worry that, like, Viscera, like, originally was kind of, like, marketed as, like a rage game, right? Like, it's fun. I really enjoy the cleaning, because, like, got a satisfying, like, vibe to it, but it was very much, like, a game where you play it to, like, get mad with friends at, like, the physics and things, right? There's a lot of games that do that. From that, like, era. I don't know how it would hold up now, but if it kept the same, like, vibe and behavior. Doesn't seem like a rage game at all. I just mean, like, it's meant to be, like, played with friends, and friends troll each other a lot, and the buckets and, like, machines making more and more messes constantly, stomping around, tracking dirt through the place. It's all, like, very frustrating. It's not rage game in the same way that, like, you know, Bennett Foddy or Jump King are, but, or like Kaizo Mario or those kinds, but still, like, a way to cause frustration. If you're exploding your colleagues, for instance, yeah. Stuff like that. Maybe rage game is the wrong, like, thing to say, but, you know. Aqua Regis, I wonder if you're free to wash down my shooting gallery at the Wengerloof or Wengerloof Carnival. Wengerloof. Will I get prizes? You want me to clean your shooting gallery? Can I participate? I wonder if we film the time lapse for the sake of the customer or for, like, our YouTube channel. Or TikTok. It's very short, so probably TikTok. I wonder what or if there is a mystery to this one. Cause like the first one like was just a really normal power wash game. It was like super like you know, focused on being a power wash game. But then like after I don't know, like maybe 7 or 8 jobs, it started getting like weird. This one hasn't really gotten weird yet, other than the gem being stolen out of the statue. I wouldn't say that's that weird, you know. If nobody's surveilling it, then surely it'd be a valuable artifact to steal and sell or put in the British Museum or whatever. Whatever you plan on doing with it, I'm sure. It's many options. What part of this surround is still dirty? Oh. Ah. Probably this. There you go. Can't believe I missed that gigantic splotch of dirt. Hey, Patat. Good job on the hello, I'm new. I just had a knee-jerk reaction. Hey, you're not new, but hello regardless. This doesn't look like Phasmophobia. That's what you think. This is one of the new maps. We got. I'm just like I'm the operator on the outside. There's like a crew inside in the tea house stalking around. I've locked them in there. I mean, at least we got ghost orbs, that's for sure. Got all these freaking ghost orbs everywhere. Locked them in. Forced to hunt. Well, you know, how else are they gonna figure out what kind of creature it is? You know, if it gets particularly violent, then you know that gives you a good idea of what it might end up being. I was not invited and is experiencing spite. I was invited, it's fine. I mean, they didn't buy me a flashlight or a camera or anything, you know. Didn't give me any of the freaking the burning sage, but no, it's fine. Almost. Yes, good, good. You're enjoying your candy? I can't see what that is. While Minnie isn't around at 2:30 a.m. Is that a Butterfinger? Gotta be careful. What's my favorite game of... What's my favorite game of the Sim? Like simulator games? It's a Butterfinger, yeah, okay. I see, I see. I haven't had a Butterfinger in a long time. I used to really like them. I've talked about it before, but I have like this like sort of like learned like dang it. Still, what of you, huh? Gotta love working to that backdrop with the with rushless, all snow-covered and serene. That one? I mean, it's gonna start smoking eventually. Yeah, I have like a learned sort of disdain for peanut butter now that I'm trying to get over. So I haven't had a Butterfinger in a long time. You forgot that if I'd played Supermarket or TCG on stream? I played Supermarket Sim on stream. I didn't want to play TCG because it was just it was too derivative. Like not that it would be bad, just that it like is the same game, but with card packs instead of groceries. I just didn't feel like playing that one. Why careful? It's peanut butter. So yeah. Butterfinger's peanut butter bar. Legumes. Why are they called peanuts? I guess because they have like nuts in a pod, like pea does. So maybe they're called peanuts because they're like peas, but like nuts, but they're legumes. So I don't know. Is stream lagging? Doesn't look like it to me. You wouldn't have guessed from the name that it had nuts? Yeah, it's a weird one. Can't remember the last time you had a straight up Butterfinger bar. You got Butterfinger Blizzard a couple months ago, and it made Minnie very sick, so you abandoned it in your freezer. Yeah, I think the last time I probably had a Butterfinger would have been a Butterfinger Blizzard, maybe. It would have been a long time ago, as well. The butter part of the name, it's not obvious unless you're looking at the actual package, because it shows the peanuts and says peanut buttery. That's true, yeah, peanut buttery Butterfinger. That's actually has been the first place. Yeah, I remember you saying. It was an ice cream, so there wasn't a package to remind you. Yep. The other streamer lurking doesn't have a buffer. Weird. I wonder why. But yeah, I don't know. Seems fine on my end, and apparently Patat and Dragon are both fine. I guess it's just maybe the connection to Germany. Or something. Or maybe the bandwidth is just prioritizing someone else, or like the other stream instead of mine, which is honestly very rude. Surely this is like a crucial stream to bear witness to. Can you imagine if you missed out on all the sexy innuendos at the beginning? Like, jeez, how embarrassing would that be? It's going to be the talk of the town. You're going to be left behind. Did I say innuendo? I meant euphemism, but whatever. Close enough. Twitch's pipes are always clogged. Yeah. I mean, I know that they shut down a few servers. I'm not sure where. I'm aware that they shut down some. So maybe that's part of what's causing it. Or, you know, maybe all those Twitch, like, notifications telling people that they're gonna miss out on their stream if you don't post a bunch of clips and stories actually worked, and people are coming back to Twitch because of all those stories and clips, you know? Maybe their marketing actually worked for once. I had a really good joke, but I decided to refrain. The Tea of Tranquility. Them's good dings. Stretch and a posture check. Why is that emoji called Peach, by the way? Oh, I see. Yes. Why are you flashing me like I don't know what's dirty? I can tell that the floor is dirty, game. Thank you. I appreciate the hint, but I'm aware. Maybe it's all the muck and grime. Sup, Diane? I was doing a stretch. Everybody knows you have to be, like, dying to do a stretch. Can't tell us that. Oh, the joke, yeah. It was just like a really inappropriate joke that I don't think would be like it was just I just don't think it'd be like I don't know. Like it was just a naughty joke. This tea house is doing something to me, you know. Gotta get out of here. Don't think it's the tea house. I mean, I'm like delirious from being tired. It could be that. I'm like sick. You never know. It's hard to say. Could be anything. Ding. Wow. Peach was just the name that somebody came up with. Did it on Stream IRL, which is how that emote came to life. So you just named it that. Oh. Alright. Stop it. I don't like it. I don't like the pulsing. I know that it's dirty. Go away. Stop. Ow. Sorry, I bumped my mic. I was adjusting my glasses and I just happened to bump it. Try doing this from the outside here so I can get the edge. Oh, looks the edge isn't actually dirty. Never mind. Doesn't need it. Can I do this one? No. I wonder if I can turn that off. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't know how I'd look this up. Oh, thank you, Internet. Okay. I do wish I could put the ladder down. Somewhere where it's not, like, obstructing my relaxing cleaning patterns. Should be where the interpretation will be butt grabbing primarily. Oh yeah, the hand grabby. For anyone who pays attention to the name of the emotes. True. Without another context being clear. Yeah. Broccoli. Peach broccoli. Very good. That broccoli emote does not get used very often, but I like it, so I want to keep it forever, but I think it gets used like once every like 3 months or something. Wow, look at that. It's the most we've ever seen it used. 3 times in one stream. Holy crap. It's just not as delightful as the mango. I mean, even the mango doesn't get that much use. Definitely more than the broccoli, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you using my greatest emote that I've ever made. The broccoli. Let's not stack the numbers too much. Come on now. And Twitch is going to be like suspicious. They're going to be like, why do they use this emote so much? Must be artificial enhancement. That's a joke. They don't care. I don't even know why they would care. Botting, but for emote numbers. Yeah, exactly. For some reason. I'm sure somebody's done it. I mean, I think there used to be a thing where like the most used Twitch emotes could be like put into like Twitch as like a global emote or something like that. But like I don't know if that's been around for years. I really hope that doesn't work. That'd make me kind of sad. I wouldn't. I mean, if it doesn't really do anything, just kind of curious. It's definitely an interesting test, I suppose. Doesn't make any sense that you'd be able to do something like that, but... Why are you allowed to block my emotes? I don't understand. Those are mine. Why could they, what purpose could they possibly be blocked for? Oh, you can't ban them? Oh, no, there you go. They're back. You can't ban broccoli. Broccoli's back. It's back. It held them all? That's... Why? That's wacky. Why is that an option? That feels so weird. I mean, I guess maybe if, like, there's, like, a malicious broccoli spam in chat, I suppose you could maybe ban it, but, like, why is that an option? That's such a weird thing. I can't imagine a single reason other than, like, funny, like, community bits that you'd want to ban it. It's just text in the end, I guess. Planter wall. Which one? Ah. Job complete. New shop items available. I didn't draw a smiley face on this one. Very sad. You've restored the balance to the tea rooms. Stop by any time for a steamed bun and lavender tea on the house. Oh my, I can't believe you'd say such a thing. It's nice to know if there's some properly objectionable emotes from somewhere else that can be easily prevented from posting. Yeah, I guess that's good. It's definitely a feature I guess I can see a use for. Just feels weird. I mean, I say feature, again, it is just text, like, you know, like Bert was saying. But it's just kind of a weird one to think about, I guess. Washer equipment. Can I get upgrades for my washer? I can get the soap. Do I want the soap? Not really. Maybe. Turbo nozzle. That one's not bad. I have the soap for the urban one, so I probably don't need a better one. Well, I can buy this one, I guess. Provides power comparable to a heavy-duty washer of its competitors, but at a cost of area of effect. I kind of like my area of effect, thanks. But I do like the red one. I don't have the money to do the other ones. Furniture catalog. We got a shelf, we got a guitar, fret for all the right reasons with this 6-string acoustic guitar, handcrafted by Bucketon's finest guitar builder, Les Luthier. Les Luthier, maybe? I don't know. Sure. We've seen the future, and it's square shelving. Futuristic side table made from a unique patented construction technique. Okay, I'll take it all. Why is this one so expensive? Dang, a lavender tea. You think that means lesbian sex? Maybe, yeah. Hadn't really considered, which tea would be the which varieties. Why do I have like, ooh, I have multicolor. Green and red. Wow. Post mango real quick, please. Now you're tempted to post any emotes that might be objectionable that you have. I mean, just ban all of them. Thank you. Okay. I can't quite get it. It needs to be red in the middle, or yellow in the middle, with red on the bottom. It's close. Alright, got the green mask. Wait, hold on. I think I'll probably make the gloves yellow at least. I think yellow's default. There you go. Oh, somebody's old knickknacks are still on here. Or the shadows of their existence. Now wiped clean. Well, kind of. I've never understood the reason to have, like, some of these shelvings, like... Well, I guess, never mind, I do. Like, so nothing falls off the back. I mean, sure, it's a design choice and not, like, an actual, like... reason, but... seems kind of... strange. Yeah, rigidity, that's another one I was thinking of, because, like, I guess I mean, over here doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but in the middle I can understand. I guess it would stop it from, like, falling apart, maybe, I don't know. Whatever, I don't know. I don't make bookshelves for a living. I'm sure there's some real good explanations for why it's looking all weird like it do. This shelf is, like, harder to clean than, like, I expected it to be. I thought it'd just be a quick spray down and then it'd be, like, over, but it's, like, got so many, like, edges. Real moldy, this shelf. Hey, nice. One bookshelf right in the corner. Where I'll put all the books that I definitely have. Why is it not snapping correctly? There you go. There you go. Now this is a rage game. No, I think it was there was like a point in it that, like, it did like a half click for some reason, and I think that's what messed it up, and I don't know why it did that. I'm planning to end after 3 hours today, so I'm gonna maybe just clean furniture. How long do I have? Like 2 minutes, yeah. Oh, like 5 minutes. So probably just clean furniture. Well, actually, what jobs do I have? How difficult would they be? Gotta go upstairs. Can you like stumble up the stairs? Like tap dance up them. Only one actual job, and it's the shooting gallery, which is going to definitely take way too long for how much time I have left. Shelf, table, whatever. Although honestly, this probably won't take that long. I mean, it's hard to be certain how long it'll take, but it's not gonna. This will be like a couple of minutes at most. So I'm really thorough about it. Real slow and methodical. I'm trying to decide when, not when. I'm trying to figure out when I need to start the Lonesome Road DLC for Fallout. That's very much off topic. I was just thinking about it. Because it's supposed to be on right before you beat the game, supposedly. I haven't looked up why that is, and I haven't looked up like when the end of the game is. But it feels like I'm pretty close. So I don't know if I should just start it as soon as I finish the one I'm working on, or like the whichever DLC I'm doing right now, or if I should like wait a little longer. Just put it here. Make it a footrest. You wouldn't want to spray a guitar, I imagine, with soap. You could probably mess up the finish or something. I don't know. But might be fine. Oh, it's not a real guitar, don't worry. There's no interior. There's no, resonating chamber. I can't place it on top of the carpet. No, can't be put on top of the carpet. Damn. The varnish bits might be okay, but the inside would be unsavable. Yeah. I remember my, when I had a violin a long time ago, the inside was just unfinished wood. Like, I assume that's the case with every instrument that has a resonating chamber. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it would be hard to get the water out as well, but... Is Rushless still alright? Yeah, it's still fine. It's not smoking, at least. Okay. Proper poser guitar. Yeah, make sure it's in the center of the room so everybody knows you can play it. Goodbye, Squeak. Goodbye, Bubbles. Goodbye, Ulysses. Okay. It is time for me to go. I'm going to go lie down and perish. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting, lurking, all that. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with Fallout New Vegas, which is why I brought it up a second ago. Oh, good night, yeah. RIP, yeah. And then day after that, it's going to be Valkyria Chronicles. And then Wednesday, I assume I'll be beating Soma. I don't know exactly how long it is. I think it's like 9 hours, and I've already played it for about 8, so it should be done on that stream. I'm not positive of that, but I'm pretty sure. I don't have a game set aside for if I finish it early, but I can probably wing something. But we'll see. Anyway, have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. You got here at the best part of the stream. Yeah, the end. Yeah, wow. How you doing, Persire? Sorry you got here late. Well, not late. Sorry you got here when I'm leaving. I'll eventually get back to my 4-hour streams, and it'll be all good. Don't worry. It's just a matter of time until the sickness finishes being a pain. It's getting there, but I'm not feeling good yet. And I'm just really tired all the time now. For whatever reason, so we'll figure it out. Am I sure about that? No. Definitely not, but, you know, we're hoping. But yeah, I'm out of here, so take care. Bye-bye.